Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Red Bears IT. Today we are doing a pair of videos together, all in one. Starting off the day with the LA7, battle rating 4.7, uh, fighter for the Soviet Air Force, um, late World War II, and we are just getting off the ground on the Hurtgen Forest map, and we will be doing okay in this game, in my opinion. It could have gone better, but uh, something happened, and it was still interesting later on. So yes, I come up to this F8F and give him wing wags, uh, so you can see how much bigger he is than I am. But yeah, I'm gonna climb to roughly around 10,000, maybe a little more. Most Soviet fighters do not do well above uh, like 13, 14,000 feet. You want to keep it sub 4,000 meters roughly for almost any of the Soviet fighters, except for some of the more specialized ones like the I-225. Uh, I believe it's the Yak-9UT, and some of the other ones that are more adept at handling higher altitude. The LA-9 is also another one, and if you have the LA-11, if you were able to get that, you can also use that one for high altitude interceptions, which is what they were designed for. So yes, we will be seeing one of our first targets shortly, which I was going to go in for primarily fighters, but also medium heavy bombers that did not climb at the start of the game. So we do have that we will be probably finding up here. So you can see we're crossing into 9,000 feet. And V5N Shinzan shows up on the horizon there. And we'll start making our way over to him. Because as you can see, he's not much higher than we are. I think he ended up being like 12,000 feet. So I was willing to push the aircraft up there for him. And we end up meeting him shortly. Shinzans, you do not want to sit on their ass because they do have that 20 mil. But front side, directly below, directly above, you're generally pretty safe. Uh, it's the G8N Renzan, I believe it's called, that you do not want to deal with from below or above or the side, because that thing's just armed to the teeth with 20 millimeter cannons and eye mounts all around that aircraft: nose, tail, belly, top, waist, everywhere. So we've about leveled off roughly. As you can see, the war emergency power does not want to work up here right now. So that's one of the drawbacks to this engine that this thing has. And he starts taking hits from behind. He gets some parts taken off, and he gets set on fire. As you can see, his bombs just dropped, and I finish him off there and get the kill for it. The finishing kill. The other guy still got his kill, because thankfully they switched that, and here comes a VF-109G Finland, and I'm gonna deal with him right about my sweet spot for aerial combat with other fighters, and this thing can basically outturn just about most fighters except for the Japanese at this altitude. So as you can see, we've got no problem staying with him. He dives, try to get away, because there's quite a few of us. You can see multiple tracer rounds flying through, and I fire a few, miss, rip his wing off there with a single short burst, and down he goes. And yeah, second kill of the game. And that's basically it for kills this match. So, a few things that happened though. There's this FW190 here that is going to cross in front of me that I try to take some pot shots at, but completely miss him. Thought I could get the finishing kill, but didn't want to waste too much ammo on him, and he goes down without me being able to kill him. A few targets high and far, but nothing too major. And then I see this B-18 behind me, which I'm planning on going to get. Those can be quite deadly. So there's that. They got the 20 mil in the front of the cockpit, which is pretty decent. Back in 20 mil. So I start making my way over this way. And this is about the time when a J-21 decided he was going to come introduce himself to me. And before I can even get close to the B-18, which is now on fire, I get wiped out right here. So it takes me out completely. And that was the end of that game. So we'll be switching on to the next one. Got 2 kills that round. Next game, we're here on the Kuban map with the La5F, which is battle rating 3.3. And it's probably one of my favorite LA fighters to fly because it's at that sweet spot BR where it basically owns the air, short of messing up. And if you make mistakes, obviously you'll pay for them, and that's a little bit how this game goes. But the first, like, 95% of the game is flown perfectly by me. So, and I get the rewards of flying the aircraft so well. Um, I have not flown this aircraft. I haven't flown the LA7 either in quite some time. I've been working on top tier primarily, with like the SU-27s and stuff. But I've decided to come back down for a little bit in lower BRs to go kind of revisit some aircraft. Might do an updated video on the I-301, which I did quite a while ago. But yeah, we're just climbing out. And again, we're going to go to about the same altitude that we had done in the previous video because obviously basically the same airplane. For all intents and purposes, it basically is the same airplane. Minor adjustments here and there, late war modifications, LA7, ta-da, done. And you get almost, you know, 0.1 or a 1.0 BR increase almost. Probably a little more actually. 1.3, 1.4 if you do the math right. 3.3 to 4.7. Yes. I see the tracers down there. It's an A36 ground pounding. I was tempted, but decided I would keep climbing and see what else was up here. Excuse me. Got that HE up ahead, down low. Got some bombers up high. I don't see any contrails, so I'm not really looking for many bombers. And knowing that at this BR they died at the start of the match and end up going basically for ground targets or the bases that are closest to them. So that's essentially what they're doing. More of the people have decided they were gonna show up. I see this guy down here, and this is the group of fighters that I've decided to go after. CS. It's just A36 over the town. checking the stats, and I decided to dive in. Now you gotta watch the wing rip speed on these things. Uh, that's one of the drawbacks is the dive speed is lackluster for the kind of aircraft that it is, but it makes up for it in the turning and the firepower department, I guess. So you can't have everything. Uh, and here comes the A36. Let him go underneath. I'm gonna go after this A36 over here. Turn back at the last second and decide to take him out. He starts getting lit up. Just check my six, make sure that guy's not coming back. And at this speed, I can easily fall in on him. And we all kind of go for him, get a severe hit. He goes down. It's my kill. Um, First kill of the game. Even more fighters up in this area. See this guy on the tail of my buddy, so I decided to go for him. P63, fairly easy for the La5F to deal with. Um, Again, slot right behind him. Missed a few of the first shots. Second shots are a miss. Decided to get a little more patient, blow his wing off, and aircraft destroyed. He is dead. Second kill of the game. Looking around, I see this P36 who is harassing one of my FW190s over here. He dives through, misses his pass, turns around. This 190's trying to bug out. Flies over me. P36, I was expecting a head on, but I don't even think he saw me. He decides to kind of climb above me, blow his wing off. Third kill of the game. And then I see the Zero over there, first place with 3 kills. Again, people trying to get the final blow kills. Pop 2 more rounds on him, make sure he's heading down, which he pretty much was. And here's the notification for it. Fly over here. P51 just schmucked the ground. And this is kind of where the mistakes start. It started right, but it ended wrong. Fire some shots, miss them. I pull vertical because I know this guy's just come out of a turn, and I start spiral climbing above him. That's where he stalls out. I come back around a little over 100 rounds, miss this, and that basically allowed this guy to slot in on my ass. And being a Zero, there's not much an La5 can do in this situation. I avoid a lot of his shots here. Gotta make sure I'm not gonna hit the ground. See his KF-43 take some hits. Pop a few rounds, flip him, and I ended up with 4 kills at the end of this game. I'm not even sure if he ended up just crashing and my hit ended up doing enough, and I'm just getting lit up here. Like, this plane's becoming really pain in the ass to fly. Missed the Ki-43, and he just lights me on fire, and that's the end of that. So I got 3 confirmed kills. I know that for a fact. Uh, but I end up getting the uh, the 4th one. I guess probably right there where that guy flew into the ground. Um, but I don't know. I wasn't alive to see it, and basically this Zero ended up cleaning up the majority of our team. And as you can see there, it's the 4th kill. So basically secures my spot uh, for the game. But, yep, we'll be heading back for the results. So grand total of 6 kills between both games. Uh, so not bad. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this lower BR flyout. Uh, if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Reds out.